Hold on a second, chat. I gotta apply my chapstick because my lips are cracked. And not in the good way, you know. And also, this chapstick I use, it smells and tastes like Skittles, so it's a bit of a snack too. I guess I get taste Skittles on my lips for like the next couple hours. Hello, hola, oh, Spaniard here, or south of the border, whatever. You do anything for Thanksgiving tomorrow? Just going to my family, my mom's place. Wait, tomorrow's the 24th, right? Thanksgiving is the 20. Wait, am I wrong? Isn't Thanksgiving always the 25th? Oh wait, it's like the Sunday of a certain. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not sure. Thursday, whichever one it is, but whichever day it is, yeah, I always go to my mom's place. I got a small family. It's really just me and my mom and my little brother at this point. Floating holiday, so it's like the third or fourth Thursday of the November or something. Okay. Last Thursday of every November. Okay, I was thinking of something like that, but for some reason I always associate Thanksgiving with the 25th. But yeah, that's the plan. Go to my mom's place, get a bunch of the dark meat, steal it for myself. I have one more question for you, Mr. Dartigan. Do you want your hair black or yellow? Because I think well, my hair is not black, and my hair technically isn't yellow. I'm what's called a dishwater blonde, in that it's like in between blonde and brunette, I guess. So if you want, just draw me with like that, I guess, like a bit of think of like a pretty dishwater color. That's basically what I am naturally, and what I am most of the time. It's only if I get a lot of sun does my hair lighten up a bit more and become technically blonde. And I haven't got it's been a couple of years since I've actually been out in the sun enough in the summer to get that get that going. Squall, you missed some creepy mannequins. That was a pretty good part, I'll give it that. It's unusual you get horror in a Resident Evil game anymore. Only American holiday for me is Black Friday. That's depressing. That's barely even a thing anymore, though, after COVID. Like, I think Walmart does like a week-long event now, and they don't really do the come in at like 5 a.m. in the morning, which I've never gone to a Black Friday to buy anything. I had to go to a few when I worked retail when I first got out of school. I worked retail job, and I had to work that. And I was like, I actually didn't believe it at the time. I thought people actually get up at 5 a.m. in the morning to go shopping. And I was surprised when people did. I was like, the fuck? What's wrong with these idiots? Because I'd never even thought much of the whole idea of getting up that early in the morning to go buy stuff. And I was like, wow, capitalism is a dark power. Good evening. Was just finishing watching yesterday's stream. Had 1 hour left. Finish it later. Happy to be here. We'll be here till the end tonight. Well, we'll be finishing up the DLC tonight. Definitely. I even have another game prepared in case I finish too early. Boomer takes over the body of a Zoomer and films a TikTok. You know what? When I've heard of it, there's a lot of boomers on TikTok these days. As, people would call them. Well, technically, they're just like, people older than 30, I think. But there's definitely a lot, the 30, 40, 50, even 60-year-olds on TikTok these days. Because it's actually surprisingly easy to make like a 1 minute long video where you ramble on about something stupidly. Live in Israel, internet shops give better prices for some reason. People are crazy. Like I said, I don't think Black Friday is that big of a deal in America anymore. Like, they've tried to change it a lot from having the crazy rush events that got people killed. And now they try to slow the pace of it. Let's have it over a couple days. At least that's what I've noticed from recent ones. Maybe it's the same in other places. Always wanted to go to a Black Friday just to what people watch. I guess, I don't know, it feels egotistical as well. Just because you're watching a bunch of people act stupidly doesn't make you less of a douchebag. If they're like, yes, the commoners out buying their filthy little TVs at reduced cost. Look how they squabble. I don't know, but hey, you do you, man. You do you. That's how you get your kicks. Yep, I feel superior to someone now. I can't blame you. Mom liked to drag me to Black Friday sales. Yeah, I like I said, I've never gone to a Black Friday sale to buy something. I don't think I ever will. I like to sleep. I don't like to go out and spend money on stuff I don't need. Especially early in the morning. Being a low-income family, well, I guess there is some logic to that. If like I do know some people who would literally save up a little bit of money every month all year long just so they could like buy some of the stuff they need on Black Friday for reduced cost. The thing you have to keep in mind about that stuff you're buying on Black Friday sales is that they're generally it's made for Black Friday sales and it's also made cheaply. It's often one of the little things about it that people don't know. You wish gladiator fights were legal. I feel like that'd be abused though. Wished I had some money for this Black Friday. I'd buy a new bed. I'm tired of the couch. Yeah, I got your. Yeah, that I've done my fair share of sleeping on couches before. It's not good for the neck. So, yeah, I'm wishing you luck. Maybe start saving up if you can. That might. I hate trying to just save up money because sometimes that's not an option for people. Some people live in like paycheck to paycheck. Hopefully things turn in your favor. In 2020, I bought both a PS5 and an Xbox. Was it really 2020 that thing came out? Looks like I barely got any use out of mine, except for recently. But yeah. I just get my Black Friday deals just online. I'd rather get an okay laptop or 60% off and not spend $5K on a super gamer PC I won't need. I mean, hey, if you don't want to play games on it, then yeah, you don't need to spend the money. If you're there like, hey, I'm going to use this to browse social media. Hey, you don't need something. You really get by with just your iPad at that point, or any pad. Hello, senpai, and hello, my beautiful, intelligent kohai. Don't know why I gave you so many compliments. Speaking of, like, getting my kohai in here, let me send out these announcements. You love Black Friday in your country? Wait, you have... I thought that was, like, uniquely American thing. Because it's like, it happens right after Thanksgiving with us. But did we, like, transport that to other countries? You guys you guys are taking on our worst trends. Why do you have to do that to yourselves? It ain't good. It ain't healthy. But hey, every year on the 1st of November, all prices go up, and then magically day the price... Oh, so they raise prices, and then the day that they set that, it's a bit of a scam. See, I don't know if I'd call that Black Friday. I'd call that getting fucked over. Watching Dartigan stream with my 2080, I get more shades of rose, huh? It's a very colorless, screen right now, though, if you notice. Looking like a bit of a PS3 color scheme. No, Canada also has Black Friday. Well, yeah, but you guys are, like, right above us. We're gonna infect you no matter what. It's just gonna happen. You get it's a spillover. If we take on some horrible thing, you're gonna give it a couple years, you'll be doing it too. Capitalism must spread to full my cat girl GF and I mean, hey, the dream is that we all one day have cat girl girlfriends. Sorry, I had to like crack a smile on that one just because you know what, there are some people out there who had that legitimate dream. But I keep trying to tell people, just because they have cat genes doesn't mean they're gonna want you either. Like, just because you have a history of like a female cat that you never got fixed that goes into heat and is very attentive doesn't mean that's gonna work out in the way you think it's going to. Even they'll go for the chance, all right? Don't get your hopes up. Do you think the reason Sony can't fully commit to a PS5 is because the scalpers make... I've heard that the scalping of PS5 is mostly dying off because they can't make much money off it, or like, above market rate anymore. So it's not as profitable to them. So it's the whole issue with like the shortage was mainly due to the chips not being available. Yeah, scalpers didn't help, but it's mainly just lack of chips, which I think it still hasn't not been sorted out yet, since I still don't have a new GPU yet. Wouldn't you want an ethics-free slave? Well, if it's called a slave, there is no such thing as an ethics-free slave. That kind of defeats the whole purpose of ethics. If you own a human chattel, you're not being ethical. And so no, I would not want to like live with like, wow, I am a piece of rotten shit who deserves the worst. Still in the camp that it's morally correct to rob a scalper? Well, no, it's not. But it's okay to fuck with them. Like, hey, I want to buy this. Be here at this place at this time, and I'm not gonna like give you give you anything over that if you like waste their time a little bit. It's a very benign way of fighting back. Hey Dartigan, how are we tonight? Any plans for Thanksgiving tomorrow? I'm just gonna do my thing where I go to my mom's place. Like I said, I got a very small family. It's literally my mom, me, and my little brother now. So it's really easy to get together for Thanksgiving. So it's not a big ordeal we have to plan around. It's like, and my mom literally lives like 5 minutes away from me. She's just, since she last moved, she moved into the same town I live in. So it's really like, boop, there. No extended family, none that I'm particularly close to or like see easily. I mean, yeah, I got more family than that, but I'm not. On my father's side of the family, don't get along with any of it and haven't seen them in years. Have a bit of a falling out with that side of the family. And on my mom's side of the family, most of them live all over the place, and I've never even seen most of them. I got two cousins the same age as me, but I haven't seen them in a while either. So, and yeah, we'd always do separate things for holidays anyways. So yeah, just, and my uncle died last year, like a year or so ago, so it's really just, 3 people sitting around having a meal. Go to my friend's house to play Halo so we can leave on Black Friday. Oh, which Halo are we talking about? Nice, I mean, yeah, it is nice. I mean, it makes it very simple. Don't have to worry about arguments. Backed by a popular demand, you? I mean, come on, man. Think more of yourself, King. Somebody out there likes you. No racist cousin Vinny this time? No, I'm the one that drops all the N-bombs at the table. Don't worry, I've got the card. And I'm also usually singing rap songs I like. It's a holiday tradition in my my family. All right, everyone. It's time to sing your favorite fuck the police rap. Yeah, it's a beautiful tradition. I recommend everyone try it. Just hardcore gangster rap Thanksgiving. Don't shy away from the N-words in the song either. Say them loudly, proudly, and realize that you're the only 3 white people in the room, so no one's gonna care. Who was in Paris? What? The word Paris was not brought up once tonight until you just mentioned it. What kind of Thanksgiving food do you like eating? Obviously, I'm a dark meat turkey eater. I go for that shit. Give me the dark. I want the legs. Give me those. Mashed potatoes. Some really damn good biscuits. They're basically the Cheddar Bay biscuits. You buy them in a box, but they're damn good. Among other things, like red velvet cake. My mom always makes me one of those. Various other desserts and drinks. So yeah, pretty good stuff. How was the DLC for? You know what? Pretty alright. It's simple. I mean, I'm guessing the reason they made it all mental so they could give themselves we don't want to be tied down to reality on this one. We just want to do whatever the hell we want. And we also want to reuse all of our assets from the last game. Dartigan likes dark meat. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys something true. If you like the dry ass white meat that you have to eat literally with like gravy and stuffing has other moisture in it over the dark meat, you're lying to yourself. Dark meat is so much better than any of the white meat off a turkey that it's just like I don't even see how you can compare. It's like one has flavor and moisture. The other one is like a meat sponge you have to use to sop up other flavors. It's like I've literally started choking on white meat sometimes because it can sometimes be that dry. But no, dark meat. I almost said black meat, but that's like, no, that's not how you pronounce it. Dark meat never lets me down. Always good stuff. You can salt the fuck out of it too, and it's even better. Am I a fan of pumpkin pie? No. Can't say that I am, no. Always made me eat the white meat because it was healthy when I was younger. I mean, I don't think there's a much health difference between the white meat and the dark meat other than slightly higher fat content. But it's also the good fat, so yeah. What about dark meat? You want dark meat? Well, I don't know what to tell you on that one. Yeah, I can't really vouch for it if it tastes very good. I've never had it myself. You're not going to have Thanksgiving with Kate? Well, I'm assuming she has her own Thanksgiving to go with. But if she wants to come visit and my mom's place while we're eating, she'll be welcome. She will not be turned away into the cold. I promise you. Flipped out of context, I choked on white meat. Need that for propaganda later. You think anyone will care? Do you realize what year we live in? It's like, oh, because he likes white meat. Yeah. So do I. This is my brother, honestly. Banana pudding with Neil. I've never liked that. It always looks gross. Yo, dude, I love that stuff. See, also, chat, when it comes to mashed potatoes, you got to be using those small yellow potatoes, not the russets. The small yellow potatoes, they're like baby golds, make way better mashed potatoes than russets ever will. So if your family's making the mashed potatoes, the mash with russets, they're doing it wrong. How far do you go back with Kate? I think about... I'm thinking either 2019 or... Is either... it was shortly after I left my job to do this full time, so I'm thinking 2019. Wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was 2019. We got in contact and, met up shortly after that. Choked on white meat. I'm really trying hard not to make fun of that. Chat, you can make these kind of lines around Thanksgiving and also in Christmas when you have turkey, and you can't turn into a dirty joke despite your best efforts. The holiday spirit will defeat you. Making mash with the baby gold and Yukon potatoes tomorrow, so I'm glad I made. Yeah, you get way more flavor, and also looks more appetizing because it has that faint yellow color to it, which you normally have to load up on butter if you're using russets. Yeah. Also, it's way. You actually have to use nearly as much cream or butter with the yellow golds because they have a lot of natural flavor and oil in there. Kind of glad you'll be playing a patch version of The Devil in Me. I thought it was really dumb fun and probably the patch. Did they patch something out? Or was it just not performing well? What was your job prior? I've had several jobs prior. I've worked in a bank, worked in retail, a few other jobs here and there. My very first job, though, was at a restaurant. I think a lot of people's very first job was a restaurant, though. I worked there for a total of 3 days. 2 of those days being the training, and then I quit because I fucking hated it. I was like, I cannot standing in front of a grill. It was the slowest 6 hours of my life to this very day. And I just quit. Look, calling anything for me. Just out of here. No, mentally dead inside already. It's very glitchy at launch. How do you make a glitchy game where you just walk around and watch cutscenes, though? Hey, if you still have a PS1 itch, then I highly recommend playing Signalis. Oh, I know about that game, but, I mean, there's plenty of games out there that try to look like PS1 games, so that isn't really scratching a PS1 itch. It's those games that I'm nostalgic for, which I've kind of already played most of, except for, a few, maybe Siphon Filter 1 and 2, and Legend of Dragoon, and a few other games, but I've actually mainly scratched that itch. Also, Husky is the best. Thank you for 41 months. Hello, boy. Hello. So it was a Wendy's. It was a Wendy's. You seem like you know what I was talking about. But I'm sure it did the similar experience at all fast food restaurants. It was just, I could not stand it. I hated it. The first day, watch the stupid videos. Second day, learn how to do grill. And then the third day, I was done. So did anyone else know Gungrave got a new game coming out? I've known about it for a while, and I saw that it had come out, but I didn't see anyone talking about it or really paying much attention to it. I honestly know nothing about it other than you're a vampire guy with glasses, and you carry a coffin on your back and shoot people. So basically the same as a lot of other anime vampire fiction out there. You got Vampire Hunter D, you got what was the one that made an anime of? Whatever it's called. Would you stream Evil West? I also heard about that game recently, and I don't know much about it other than it looks... I feel like it'd be another Solstice to me, though. It'd be like one of those AA games that's all right, but has issues that's really holding it back, and I wouldn't finish it. So I worry I'd get that out of it again. Who knows? If I maybe? I don't want to promise it, though. Okay, so, everything looks like it's working. I gave my announcements, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm done. Teach me your ways. Is it a recipe I can find online? Are you learning to cook? But we'll be finishing Shadows of Rose today. I'm hoping it lasts for an entire 4 hours, but if it doesn't, And it doesn't, it has to at least last 2 hours only. If so, then we can call it there. But I have another game to play tonight if we finish this one too soon. Which hopefully people would be into. Another game developed by Focus Entertainment. First a Plague Tale Requiem and now Evil West. Well, not really developed by them, or is it maybe just published? I don't know. Yep. Want to learn banana pudding? Also, what is your favorite holiday? I mean, it's Christmas. Always will be. I mean, now it's changed for different reasons. It used to be because you got gifts. Now it's because I get to give gifts to my mom and little brother. So I kind of like that, and also to some of my close friends. Right. So last night we got through like the doll section, and we got to our home from the beginning of the game. What spooky stuff is about to befall us? Gonna get some sleep. Hey, Husky, you have a good night, man. Sorry you couldn't stay longer.
Upstairs? I'll take a look.
Birthday party? Hey, does mom still have that weird book that was just like, yeah, here's what the game is gonna be like. Here's all the bosses you're gonna be fighting. To do, decorate the living room. Done. Get wine. Put in dining room. Yep. Rose's other presents and study hidden. So the mold ghost thing watching over you is Ethan. I mean, that's what we all suspect. I mean, who else would it be?
She's so little. Hard to believe one day she'll be old enough to share a bottle of wine with her old man.
What's that voice? Is that... Dad?
Whatever did you do with that bottle of alcohol you kept for a friend? I ended up drinking it with some other friends.
This must be my
I didn't keep it
parents'
for a
house
friend. I
from
originally
when
got
was
it for a
baby.
Christmas present for a friend, but they moved away before Christmas or
Other
birthday.
things
Yeah, it was birthday or
also
Christmas.
have my
I
dad's
think it was their birthday.
memories.
I got it for them for that, and then they moved away without telling me before I could give it to them. So they go, oh, well, because they just had this now. So eventually, like, had some friends over. Like, yeah, I got this here. You guys want to have it?
She bangs her spoon every time I play this. I wonder if she'll be a musician.
Miss
I wonder if Dad played any instruments.
Miss D and the Paul Boys. I ain't gonna say it. I'm done. We need to like all agree on a date where no one can make D's nuts jokes anymore. The letter D must be freed from this oppression. All right, it's time.
She just cannot get enough of this stuff.
I bet Dad would feed me as soon as I started crying.
Yeah, babies need milk. Surprising, Ethan. God, you were a weird parent. It would make sense if it's Ethan since mold hive mind. I mean, that's the idea, right? Because he was mold, so he'd be recorded in it. Take your time and look around.
Rose is such a picky eater. All she ever wants is fruit puree.
I guess I've always loved fruit.
And how are we getting all this, like, American food with all the English on it here in, like, Czech Republic or wherever it was this was located? Plot twist, you are your dad, you're cosplaying as your daughter because she died and convince yourself you're... That'd be a different... That's a psychological horror story. Not what Resident Evil is known for.
I'm so lucky to have you both.
God, they don't even have any family photos of Ethan's face, do they?
Dad?
Don't even know what my dad looks like. Romania? Okay, Romania. Ethan's face is overrated. That's why. Well, it's meant to be like, oh, he's you, the player. Who took the photo? Look, they set it up on the tripod and let it go. Timed it, you know. We really don't have a bathroom downstairs. That's really inappropriate. Or inconvenient, I should say. And TV. Oh, that's the mirror. Looked like a TV because, you know, no reflection. They're determined to keep Ethan's face hidden. I know. I mean, even if you play the third person mode, it's got like a feature where if you try to like make the camera look at his face, it'll turn his head away, right? I guess you can determine somewhat what it looks like based off his daughter here, right? He wore the veil. Even Mia doesn't know what he looks like.
This tune has always been special for our family.
I think I've heard this before. It's pretty.
God, can we have a specialer tune for the family? Because it's just like, what, 2 notes? Doot, doot, doot. Did Rose really live in this house? She was kidnapped as a baby after the whole rebellion. Yeah, well, for a time she lived here when she was a baby. I'm guessing they probably moved, or, you know, Mia, or her name was Mia, right? Moved them out somewhere else afterward. Probably didn't stick around. Ethan, don't forget Rose's half birthday is on the 2nd. Man, new moms are weird. Half birthday is on the 2nd. I'm going to make an amazing cake, so you better eat it. In fact, I'm going to make a cake for every special occasion we have. I want you to take lots of pictures for our family album of a half birthday.
Seen Mom in ages.
Big ass house. This is actually not that big of a house. It's only got like 2 bedrooms.
This is my bedroom?
Let's go check out the other room though. Keep thinking of that Mia is my daughter quote from that awful game you played. Which one would that be? Played a lot of those, you realize.
I know. She's probably a little too young for this, but it was too cute.
I wonder how we played with this.
Her first gun. Dying Light 2, oh, that one, yeah. Isn't Dead Island 2 coming out in just a couple months? Wonder if that'll be any better. Take back the crown of I am the zombie game with, you know, melee that is the best. Well, that was a great description. Got delayed to April. It's still only a few months. First penknife. Gotta teach your kids how to write young. Or whittle, I mean, yeah, it's a useful skill. You can make your own toys, son. Means I don't have to pay for them. Let's get you blocks of wood. Here's some nice cedar. Brilliant. Back in my day, son, we used to make our own Lego sets. Whittle them we would out of wood.
She's growing so fast. Getting bigger every day.
This crib is so little.
She's already growing out of these onesies?
I can't believe I was ever this tiny.
Short stack. I think Dead Island 2 is gonna suck and it won't be a groundbreaking. If it doesn't have like the hoodoo you voodoo thing in there, will people be upset? How dare they not put in the best video game song title of all time? When did bring it by? February 2nd is Rose's half birthday. Half a year in the blink of an eye. I wanted to capture this moment, these feelings, so I wrote something special. I may have gotten a bit sappy though. I'd feel embarrassed if anyone stumbled across it. So it's safe in the sideboard for now. Key is behind my favorite photo.
I wonder if she'll look like me when she grows up.
Oh, I looked so happy.
Does anyone remember the Beyond Good and Evil 2 trailer, but it never got mentioned again? There's been a couple trailers. There's like one from like 10 or 15 years ago. And then there's the more recent attempts to like with the swearing monkey and stuff. But that game is still in like development, you know, limbo. No one knows if it's ever going to come out.
A letter for me?
Happy half birthday, Rose. My gift to you is a promise. I'll always be there for you, no matter what. I'll be there every birthday to watch you.
Wait, is this
grow
a
up
real
again
note or
so
just something her mind and
be there to make you breakfast
the
and walk you
the
to
mold
school
mind
every
made
day.
up?
I'll be there when you have a bad dream and sing to you until you fall back asleep.
I got the game to work. Well,
I'll
Capcom
hug you
fixed it.
tight when you're troubled or worried and tell you that everything's gonna be all right. You are my precious Rose. Never forget that, Dad.
Remember that Capcom game, that astronaut that looked like Kojima? Yeah, there was a. It got delayed till sometime next year. Oh, wait, that is that. Eberlin.
Michael! Michael, help! Michael!
I was wondering if you'd appear. But yeah, that we don't really know much about that game, but they're delayed, until next year.
Guess what? That thing you're looking for isn't here.
So, you don't have the purifying crystal?
It's a dumb plot device, anyways, right?
Of course not. For that, you'll have to go deeper. Much deeper. Poor Rose. She can't trust anyone.
Why are you doing this?
No one loves you. And when you're dead, no one will care! Enough games.
Uh-oh.
Now
Oh, she whooping me.
I need to get out of this house.
I'll clean first.
First?
Or does she only want you?
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, the door is right there. That's not the way to go. I think I ran out of time. I mean, that seemed like that was the way to go. That's where I destroyed the, the whatever the thing was.
Enough games. Now you'll drown. I'll clean first.
First?
Or does she only want you?
What are you talking about?
Maybe it like opened something up back here.
Look at you! You are beyond worthless! Seriously,
Show
what
this
is your
bitch some
problem?
hands.
Just so
Oh.
So many threads. Never enough. Where do you think
We're ledge paint guy? Well,
your family's?
oh,
Enough of this shit!
hold on, I gotta concentrate.
Die!
They don't stop moving this time. Come on, thank you.
Shouldn't chance. They were supposed to die and join me here. Let's go. What? Stop it! How are you even here?
Thanks, Dad. Or we.
Michael! Good, you made it out.
So I'm guessing that's the real Evelyn, or like her like mind inside the mold. All right,
Evelyn.
that is.
Girl.
Who would have guessed she'd be back, huh? No, not exactly. Well, well, we're not dealing with exact here. We're dealing with like mold mind. Still can't get out. Use your powers on her. I can help once she's weak. More juice. Anyone here play and beat Solstice? I played enough of it, but I never beat it. I kind of had my feel of it. It's not Evelyn's mind, someone else. I mean, there's only one other character in this game, and there's like the scientist at the beginning. I've been suspecting him for a while. Don't panic, you got this, champ. You beat Solstice, did you like the ending?
Never!
How's she hurting me? Alright. I don't think this is working. Doc? Oh, you gotta... Okay. Well, that was bizarre. He's not done, be careful. I've already lost all my health, Dad. Uh-oh, she moves around now. Oh. Watch that. Better fight, better boss than the. Oh. Well, she's not turning into a wall of meat, which is what some always describe as like the worst point for any Resident Evil boss. Not exactly a hard bite. Yeah, was just you. Here's a wall. Shoot at it some. How do I use you? How do I reload you, Dad? This house is cleansed.
I can't believe how useless I am. No wonder no one loves me. What now? This is all your fault! And I will never let you have what you want!
Rose, look out! Don't give up, Rose. Find that crystal.
Yes, find the crystal. That's the only thing I don't like about this DLC, the stupid crystal stuff. Still hiding his face? Well, he's not hiding his face, it's just you're not meant to see it. Because he's every guy. He's every king that ever was and ever will be. Are you going to meet Cthulhu now? I don't know, is he in Resident Evil now?
Michael? Are you there?
Rose, look out!
But Dart, she has to find the 13
He saved
crystals
me.
so Rose can open Kingdom Hearts.
But he didn't make it.
How dare you?
That voice. My dad's voice. Is Michael my dad?
Put it all together, huh?
Don't give up, Rose. Find that crystal.
Because of him, I can keep going. I have to find that crystal.
Find the
I'm on my
path,
own,
crystal.
but I have to keep
Oh,
going.
back in the village at this time? Hmm. How does she know her dad's voice? Maybe they had some YouTube videos. I don't know. Here's your dad's YouTube channel, honey. He liked the vlog.
What's all this doing out here?
Do I have my guns? Yeah, I got my guns. It's a little jarring how player characters verbalize their thoughts constantly. The dad writing was a nice way to do it. To a degree, yeah. I agree. But the reason video game characters like to talk to themselves is because, one, they're talking to you, the player, and they're trying to essentially guide you through the game to make it less frustrating. Like, gee, I wonder what's over there behind that wall and that's colored red. Maybe I should check it out if I got time. That kind of stuff. It's just a little bit of developer handholding. And then you get God of War Ragnarok, where it's like, gee, I wonder how to solve this puzzle. Maybe if we try shooting this thing with an arrow. Suddenly it's turning into Neon Genesis Evangelion, or
What is this place?
maybe something else, something similar to it. The Third Impact, alright? Or, you know, this is a new Strand type game.
What is
Even the
that?
villain explaining her motivation for the player who might not get it. Well, yeah.
Something
See, here's the thing,
over
chat.
there.
Developers have to, like, assume everyone who plays their games are incredibly dumb. So, like, you know what? If we're only getting dumb people to play this, we're going to really spell it out for them. So beautiful. Haunting is the word you're looking for here right now. Haunting. Haunting can be beautiful, though. Bloodborne vibes. Well, I guess we have very high insight right now. Bird. Oh, no, no. I didn't get a chance to aim it. Oh, she like cowered in fear instead of shot. Weak. They use Dark Side Phil as their example of the average gamer. To be fair, he probably is the example of your average gamer. I mean, it's not exactly comforting to think of, but you're onto something there. Do you know what a Plex server is? Plex server. I feel I've heard it before, and but I couldn't really give you the definition. I'm assuming it's a server that, well, it's a server. It holds data. That's what all servers do, that you can access. They're loading me up, chat. Crazy thing, Dart hasn't played Bloodborne yet. Well, I'm hoping that, that 60 frames per second version of it comes out at some point. I don't want to play a game like that at 30 frames per second. It feels bad. Maybe one day I'll eventually get around to playing it if that doesn't happen. What game had the best balanced puzzles? Some of you may disagree, but I honestly feel that the very first, well, the 2014 or 13 Tomb Raider game, the one that started off the reboot, had some of the best actual puzzles in any game. One, they're optional for the most part. However, the ones that were in it were all like physics-based puzzles. This is also, not counting puzzle games like Portal, which also would clearly win. But for like a game that just includes puzzles as a part of its gameplay loop, that Tomb Raider game, I did have some memorable ones in there that I remember like, wow, that was pretty good. Because I like physics-based puzzles. I don't like puzzles that are just like, turn this switch 3 times, turn that switch 2 times, and then turn this switch another 4 times, and you gotta figure out the exact order. Those really just, don't really care much for them. It's basically a media server, allows you to basically create your own private version of Netflix. I'm almost done organizing mine, and I'm pumped to share access to it. I mean, yeah. Hopefully it goes well then. Hold on, I gotta kill people. Disturbing lack of impact with those bullets. Bloodborne doesn't really feel bad with 60 frames per second. I see people say that all the time, and I can always tell immediate difference when it's only 30 frames per second versus 60 frames per second. And 30 frames per second is passable, is what it is. It is not necessarily bad. It is like the baseline. Like, you cannot go lower than it and feel good. You have to at least get that far. But always 60 frames is a completely different world better. Honestly, to me, 60 is the baseline, to be fair. But it's on older consoles and weaker hardware, 30 frames will still allow you to play a game without too much headache. You're gonna get up, are you?
They're coming from in there.
Aim for the head. These ain't zombies, And also, they're kind of hard. They're kind of hard to hit in the head. If you notice, it takes a bit longer for her to aim, accurately. So when they're at a distance, then I can. I know, and I agree, 60 frames per second should be a minimum. I mean, it kind of now is, even on consoles for the most part, unless you're like, Nintendo Switch games. But even like the newer consoles, like, they usually try to hit 60 frames per second. They finally got rid of, like, you know what? They got a point. Next is making a lot of noise tonight. What if this DLC they're experimenting with here with making it, you know, more slower pace and like even taking longer to aim is something they're gonna go with for like the next installment, not the remake of 4, but like the Resident Evil 9. Like, what if we went back to like a slower style of combat where there's more intensity? The Switch user, I can confirm 60 frames. Like, yeah, that then there ain't no unless you like it's like a pixel game, like a pixel art game. You can get 60 frames per second on that. You can barely even get 30 frames per second sometimes. Do you think Nintendo is going to make a Switch Pro or just a new console? I don't think they'll call it Switch Pro. They'll probably make... I'm going to guess they're going to stick with the Switch design of like the portable console because that just seems to work so well now. So it'll likely just... I'm assuming it'll just be a more powerful version of a Switch, so maybe you could call it that, but they'll... I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what they're going to do. They need to announce it by next year, I feel, though. Because they're really straining what people can, I think, tolerate when it comes to, like, performance at this point, even amongst the Nintendo fans. It has been 5 freaking years since they announced Metroid Prime 4. I don't think you should expect Metroid Prime 4 on the current Switch at this point. That feels like a game they probably restarted development on a couple times. But hey, you did get that Metroid, the current horror-like Metroid game, right? One of the robots? Heard that was pretty good. Started the rag video yet? If for some, the way my Twitch is set up right now, I only saw the first 3 words of your statement. It's like started the rag, and then the video yet entered it. So I was like, what? But yes, I have started the Ragnarok video. I've only got a few hours. Like, I'm not in terms of rough draft script writing. I'm at the point where just after you get the drop near spear, so I'm in the last act of the game essentially that I gotta get through to, like, you know, finish writing a script more. That lovely... can't wait to hear you be annoyed by stupid plot devices. Well, hey. I'm glad you look forward to that. There are definitely some in Ragnarok, but overall it's a pretty good game. I think people will like my opening sin a lot, though.
Is this where those copies
Oh, is this how babies are born? The Megamycete absorbs the memories of all life within its reach, but there are laws which govern the world within it. Seems worthwhile to catalog them as they become apparent. The memories that comprise this realm do not strictly reflect reality. Only those who are attuned to the Mutamycete in life retain control of their faculties here in this realm. This aligns with my understanding of the Megamycete as revealed to me in its visions before my death. Yes, my death. My physical body is gone, absorbed into the Megamycete. And yet I do not despair, for this fate has granted me fascinating insights. All those years I strived, have continued to strive, they are not for nothing. The memories, the consciousness, the understanding, the knowledge I accumulated in life have transferred here into the Megamycete, where it serves as a source of power within this realm. If I can harness this power, I believe I can use it to affect the thoughts and memories of others. Of course, it's hardly a perfect arrangement. With so many minds and memories gathered here, finding and retrieving a single person from amidst the rabble has proven an immense challenge. Her memories are here, yes, but dissolute. Perhaps what is needed is the right vessel into which to hold her. And of course I know the perfect vessel. The only real candidate in all my years of searching, Rosemary... Okay, what, the lady, the bad guy from the last game is the bad guy again? Okay, makes sense, I guess.
been here?
Madam Miranda. Why don't you just use the voting system in the community tab instead of the comment section? Because the more comments the video gets, the better it is in the algorithm. It adds to the action in that. Not that the community tab isn't good for that too. I don't know, just like, it's like getting, you know, extra comments. But maybe one day I'll switch to it. It also forces me to go read some of the comments too. Otherwise I probably wouldn't read them. It gets, you know, you get tiresome reading YouTube comments all the time. It would seem that at some point during my experiments with consciousness, an intruder made herself at home in my realm. This intruder was none other than the failure, Evelyn, who has been running around enacting her own pitiful agenda, which has led to a slight disruption in my own plans. Had Evelyn not interfered, Rosemary Winters would have been on the verge of despair, dispossessed of her will to live and her Mutamycete powers. Instead, a new passion burns within her. I shall have to extinguish it. Is Gotham Knights 60 frames on PC? I don't know. I'm assuming it should be. If it's not, then on the PC game, that is a big failure. If you don't hit 60 frames per second on PC. I had intended to duplicate Rosemary Winters with the hope that a perfect replica might serve as a suitable vessel. However, the results were less than ideal. It would seem that some sort of interference is preventing me from creating a suitable replica. Instead, I have succeeded in making what is essentially a living doll. It resembles the real thing, yes, but has no power. Such a pathetic husk would never prove suitable as a vessel. I will continue my efforts in hopes of discerning the source of the interference. Several hypotheses have come to mind thus far. The fact that Rose herself is still alive, some other actor within the realm, a flaw in my methods of production. None of these seem especially likely to be the sole reason, nor are there any of them easy to solve, problems to solve. Perhaps my best hope is to somehow bring Rose into this realm. Were she to offer herself as a vessel, it would be so simple. Additional observations. Further experiments with these Rose copies, as I've taken to calling these husks, have yielded another interesting wrinkle to pursue. When subjected to situations evoking extreme terror, they actually begin to express some semblance of Rose's abilities. This warrants more research, and I think that my first creation, the Mass Duke, is just the one to perform this stress test.
They couldn't have been watching me the entire time.
Just play through the devil in me and check your YouTube as always when I finish the game, but you haven't done a video on it yet? Are you planning to make one though? Yes, I still need to play it though. I haven't played it yet. I play those with a good friend of mine since it's cooperative. And also they're kind of like, they're basically just like cheap horror, movies essentially, only in game form, so it's best to, do it with friends. So I wouldn't expect a video on that though until at least maybe January when I can get to it, because right now Ragnarok and then Callisto Protocol are going to come first. I already read this one, didn't I? But yeah, it'll eventually get one. It would seem that at some point during my experiments with consciousness, and okay, I read this, okay. Fuck. No. Hold on. Just did something weird on my other monitor, because like... What the fuck? Okay, now it's fixed. For some reason I mirrored my other monitor onto my vertical monitor, which I use to monitor chat and the stream. That was bizarre. Next sin after Ragnarok? Almost certainly to be Callisto Protocol, which is the next big game. They're kind of loading me up here. I'm expecting boss fight. We get our own monitor. Well, yeah, usually when you stream, you want at least 2 monitors. One for like playing the game, and the other one to like monitor and read chat, and also monitor your OBS. How long is the Ragnarok video going to be? I never really know that until it's done. It'll be decently long though. Definitely going to be over 30 minutes for sure. Probably stretch into the 40 to 45 minute length. But I can't say for sure. It really depends on several things. How much of the in-game footage I need to let play out to like make things work. That usually plays a big part in how long it is. If I don't need much of that, it gets shorter, despite how many sins there might be. I'm walking through milk.
There's that feeling again. It's so strong.
Will that be your longest video? No, my longest video is, I think it's Metal Gear Solid 4, isn't it? Which is like 50 minutes long or so. Though technically, I believe, if you like added the few videos I have that go to 2-parters, like Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, or maybe Final Fantasy 13, which is 3 parts, if you add those together, it'd be longer. But longest single video, I think, was Metal Gear Solid 4. That's because that game just fucking long in the cutscene department. Black God, which lives in us, in which we live, create for us a new world as befits your will. Your dark consciousness holds for us a second chance, graciously offered and joyously accepted. You drink the blood of the lost lamb as it falls upon your darkened earth, not to destroy, but to preserve and once again deliver unto life.
This is some twisted shit.
Final Fantasy 15 is 53 minutes? Okay, yeah, maybe that's my longest.
This one's the real deal. I can feel it.
I smell a trap. Probably ain't gonna remove your powers at all, is it?
It's working. Oh my god. Is this what normal feels like?
Huzzah!
Rose, I've waited so long for you.
Who are you?
My name is Miranda. You had become so powerful. Far too powerful for me to subdue directly. So, I had to lure you into this realm so that you might willingly relinquish your powers.
No, but Kay said...
Did he? Or did I?
Oh, he wasn't real.
Very convincing, wouldn't you say?
Like, how'd you do that, though?
Now you can become the vessel to my Eva!
Run!
Also, yeah, big, thank you 100 bits, by the way.
Go!
Even he can manifest. He can save you, Rose! No one can. Rose!
Rose, hurry!
You can't escape!
My dad's
Not
a badass.
from me.
Dad! Wait, hold up. Is it really you?
Yes, right ahead! Run!
My dad is basically Ash from Evil Dead right now. Even coming out of the Metal Gear Solid sound effect was perfect. Well, you can thank your launch over that. He often has good timing.
Thanks. Why didn't you tell me who you really were? Why'd you let me call you Michael?
I didn't want to complicate things. I just needed you safe.
I'm mind mold now. I was mold
And I'm
body now.
sorry
Like no,
about
now I'm like
But I had
you know
to
what? None of it really makes any sense. We're in like a
And I
mold
did.
simulation.
It's just ahead.
They actually named these protagonists Rose and Jack. Exactly, yeah.
Away from Stay away from my family! Rose, come on.
There's a light out here.
You can't escape, Rose. Ethan,
Persistent as always.
Dad!
Rose, now's your chance. Go live a normal life. Make friends. No one will ever call you a freak again.
But
Rose, just go!
I don't want to leave you!
I know. I love you. But I need to know that you're safe. So please, just...
Ethan, you insolent pest!
I got this. Get out of here.
I mean, he can't really die, right? He's like a mind figment. Oh, she got keep the powers. I knew it would do that. Yes, I knew breaking would give me them.
Don't worry, Dad. I've got this.
You think your powers will allow you to stand against me in the heart of my domain?
Well, yes, isn't that the whole idea?
How intent you were on my throwing them away.
A
I think
and
they just
D.
might.
Don't resist.
Dodge left and right. You mean like run? Like A
There
and
will
D
be
is just like move
wailing
left and right
and
game, I'm aware.
Let's see this power. You are but a vessel!
Maybe we should use the shotty. They did give me a bunch of shotgun rounds after all. A plus E? Oh shit, we got fucking like nothing personal, son. That's a mold power like the flash step.
This will all soon.
Teleports behind you. Why would she want to get rid of this?
How about this? You fetch. And
Roll
even if you
absorb.
lose, what would be the point? You can't save your father. You are of two different.
Rally power. Fucking Dragon Ball. Oh, it didn't work. Where's Wesker canonically now? He's dead. He got burned up in lava. Yeah, I'm about to take a hit. Yeah, he got blown up and melted in lava, so he ain't coming back from that, I don't think.
This is. Wretch, little girl. There's no shades.
Here, just eat another plant. He survived Wesker? No, he dead. Is that? I don't think those were hitting her when I make the big root come out. I think she needs to be a bit closer.
Offer yourself unto me.
This is a little awkward to play, by the way.
How dare you? It took so much to
Did you get close? Yeah, I think I was using it for a little too
but
far.
you're incredible. Well,
I changed your mind and I put an end to your plan.
now you will fall. Come, be by my side. I cultivated this world within the Mega Mercent to resurrect your spirit.
Oh, come
No
on.
matter how many vessels I created,
do the
That
glowy
is
fireball
why
thing again so I can
must
absorb it.
be. You are the only one who can bring her back. Whatever it takes, whatever I must do, I will see this through. Your time is at hand. Why suffer needs? There's
Full
no
stack.
shields.
Can you get a little bit closer? I need to shine my flashlight in your face a little bit.
Here I come.
Let's hit her with this.
Let's dodge this.
Wait, am I supposed to do something?
What is
Like, shoot?
this?
No. Mold punch? Yeah, she's gonna be in the next Smash Brothers. So, I think we can take one more hit.
Do you still not see? There is no happy ending.
Says the Wicked Witch at the end of her reign.
Oh, you need to learn this idea of, like, one-liners better.
You will never be normal. Only I understand how special you are.
Okay, stop gooping me. So, let me take my fucking vitamins, alright?
You just won't give up. You really are. It shines.
Yeah, what is that she's shooting at me? She did that in the base game as well. We're like, I'm gonna shoot fireballs at you. How does mold make fireballs?
I won't let you do this.
How do you possess such power? I shall finish this. There is no
You can throw the
victory.
fires back. I was just absorbing them and just making big teleports. Oh, fuck.
My struggle comes to fruition.
Rose! Over here!
Dad!
No, I didn't know. They didn't say I could throw the fireballs back there. It said I could absorb them and then make a mold punch.
Take her down!
Take my dad power. The power of dad jokes is yours. Use it wisely.
Oh, I will.
Return and yield your strength to me. So much power.
So does she have these powers in reality or only inside this old mold mine?
I'm not a goddamn vessel.
Hey Dart, why did the revolver
That's a
have
stupid comment.
trouble
I mean
multitasking? I don't know, you tell me.
Rose. And you're done.
So there was single action, yeah. Maybe you got the power of dad jokes.
Hey, sweetie.
Oh my god!
Well, you can sort of see the face there, Capcom. Only at a distance, you know.
You're so grown up now. And even though I wasn't there with you, I've always watched over you. I'm so sorry I couldn't protect you.
It's kind of got my hairstyle, to be honest with you.
Is protect me.
Ethan was me all along, chat. Really was.
You lost your chance. I'm so sorry.
No. It was my choice. And I don't regret it one bit. If I had left you, then we never would have had this chance to talk face to face.
I think Ethan was doing in the mold before she showed up. Mold things. Who knows? What do you do when you're hanging out inside the mold mine? It was you, Dart. You were the evil resident all along. Dun dun dun.
I'm so proud of you.
Is your mother still a bitch
So very proud.
by any chance out there? Did she remarry? She get another guy killed?
Rose.
I love you too, Dad.
Mia wasn't a bitch. Well, she did some really stupid shit. They got killed. Let's be honest. Hot take, but
I'm
story
back.
and gameplay wise, this was some of the best material Capcom released. It was alright. I mean, the crystal stuff was, you know, meh.
I'm back.
What about the mold container on the desk? Is it all dried up? Jack, shush. Oh, magic is real. We got a ring somehow.
Dad.
So that guy, that researcher guy, wasn't real. It's like she's making her see that at the beginning. So how'd she know there was like a mold container here, and how'd she get like access to it? I feel like they'd be like strictly, you know, locked up somewhere. You know, we just have it here in the university. Yeah, reasons.
Do you think the little boy will be able to touch the moon?
Nobody can touch the moon. It's
Getting
too
a future
far
game
away.
with Rose and her
What if he has a
superpowers?
rocket ship?
I doubt it, honestly.
Okay, then you can touch it, but it'd be very, very cool.
Here's the ending of Village again. So this came after she was inside the mold mine, huh?
You were being silly. I don't think the moon
Maybe there'll be a new scene because you could see like a figure in the distance when she was driving away back when this came out. Mia got the whole Baker family killed along with Ethan. Yeah, I mean, she was a terrorist for a while too. You got to keep in mind. She worked for a criminal organization transporting a bioterror weapon across the old ocean. Showing a kid with her mom is pointless when Rose's mom is still alive, huh?
Hey, Dad.
Oh,
Happy
they didn't put the
birthday.
date of his birth and death on the tombstone, which is weird.
Sorry I missed last week. I have a lot of tests coming up. You know how it is. Talk of the goddamn devil. Duty calls. I love you.
Yeah, I found her. Where else? Today of all days. We have a situation. You're needed, Evelyn.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Whoa, it's just a joke, Rose.
I can show you things even Chris doesn't know I can do.
Such as making mold dry up. Very, very deadly
Stand
power.
down. I can handle it. She's just a kid.
Way to keep it together, Rose.
Guy calling her, yeah, calling her Evelyn was a. I remember
Not
sitting
like
that
him,
actually. Like, that's dumb.
I know.
Now, there was a dude walking there the last time we saw this ending. There he is again. I think it's a bit more obvious this time, huh? Who it could be then? I think that's the implication. It's like, you know, he still walks with her. Max, shut it. I played with you enough today. No additional content? Hmm? And then Wesker steps in for the Ah, yes. Rose, I've heard much about you. And your mold powers. I, too, am more than human. Game over, man. Yeah, it ended a little sooner than I like, but I do have something else we're going to play tonight, so don't assume this is the end of stream. Good, maybe she'll stop taking shit from other kids who absolutely would not be talking shit. I mean, we don't really know what she can do in reality, though. I'm assuming it's the same thing she could do inside the, the mine there, but that was all pretty mold-specific. You love this DLC? I mean, yeah, I think the DLC they had for 7 was better, though. You had the Chris, then you had the story that finished up the other characters missing out, and then had the punch guy. There's a lot of additional story content for 7. Want to see the Merchant Resident Evil 4 and the Duke share stories about the main characters? Well, apparently they do know each other. That was Harry Mason. He's looking for his little girl. Have you seen a little girl? Chad, I'm really weirded out that I could be all these horror. In terms of how I look, I would fit in perfectly in a Silent Hill game. Or even I look a little bit like Ethan too. You put glasses on him anyways. But then again, I don't always wear glasses. I got contacts. I might be in a horror game one day, Chad, or at least a horror scenario. If this is foretelling anything. Resident Evil 7 had best DLC. Well, it had a lot of DLC too. You'd be the third person to die. Well, thank you for your vote of confidence that I would not be able to survive. Dartigan, Redfield. Well, those Resident Evil characters they're a little larger than life in the way they look. A little more stylized. I'm like an everyman, you know. Just finished watching a Silent Hill parody making fun of Harry. Making fun? Why would they want to make fun of Harry? He's a good old guy. Sending games is his own horror game? Sometimes. Depends on the game I'm playing. Thankfully, most of the time, it's actually pretty enjoyable. You humanize the Redfields. That's what they've been attempting. That was Ethan at the end. Sometimes someone hacked the game and you can see who it is. Well, it's pretty obvious. It's meant to be Ethan's it's not literally Ethan. It's literally just a visual way of telling that Ethan, still... he isn't necessarily Ethan's out there alive. He's he's, his memory lives on in his daughter. At least you wouldn't the token minority guy who dies first. That doesn't really happen that much anymore, though. People got wise to that, and they're like, okay, we gotta stop. That was a very 90s and 80s thing. Yeah, the minority character that's there to die and also be the cool guy for a bit. Now they actually sometimes are the main character and they live. What are we gonna play? You'll see. It's another horror game, I'll give you that much. Wesker is going to cause the car to flip in the beginning of Resident Evil 9. Much as I would like to see him come back, I don't think it's happening, chat. Outside, unless you play Dead by Daylight, where you can play as him. Resident Evil 1 Chris version? You mean the anime Chris? Is it the Dead by Daylight dating his name? Is that real? I wasn't aware. I wonder when we'll get our first glimpse of Resident Evil 9, to be honest. Because obviously 4 comes first. I'm wondering if maybe next year we'll see what they're planning for 9. Because I feel like the mold story has been wrapped up, unless Chris... Well, they did leave a slight clue in there with Chris wanted to go after literally the anti-bio-terror place that was using monsters themselves now, if you saw at the end of it. But they didn't really wrap up. So I'm wondering if that's what it's going to be. Yeah, the BSAA apparently turned evil. Or started using bioweapons themselves, so maybe that's what they're going to go with it. Is a Dead by Daylight dating sim and it is actually a release game. So, do you date the monsters, or do the monsters date you? I meant you might play the Chris play. No, I'm not doing that tonight. If that's what you're wondering. What's going on with this song? I don't know. It's like moany. Results 4 hours 11 minutes, huh? Oh shit! I didn't get through that. I pressed the button too quick. All right, doesn't matter. All right, there we go. Who doesn't like moaning? Depends on the context. So, obviously we can't end the stream yet, chat. We gotta play something else. So give me 1 second. I've talked about playing this game before too, so some of you are like, "Oh, that game." You know, delete doesn't cause the game to quit, by the way. I'm tapping it really hard. And neither does escape. I think I'm going to have to Alt F4 out of this. I'm guessing that's something that's still broken with the game. Nope, you can't turn the game off the normal way. Just click quit. I tried. So hopefully you guys will be into this game. Some of you have probably heard of it. It's a horror game, but it's apparently a very good one, but the styling of it may not be for everyone. If it will load. Need to try 500 more times. I'm not going to do that whole, I'm just keep pressing the button. It'll work eventually, kind of. Is the game going to work? It says... Oh, there we go. But I don't believe you guys can see it yet. Oh, no, there it is. Safe. So, for some of you who don't know, this is a horror game. It's trying to look like a TurboGrafx. Was it TurboGrafx or no? It was like even older, right?
September 21st, 1987. It's been 1 year since I first went inside that house. I have to finish what I started.
Yeah, I'm gonna like adjust those audio levels probably.
What I am about to do has not been approved by the Dartigan.
Yeah, we always keep saying, hey, you know what really works well for horror? When you make it look old as shit graphically and make it super crunchy. Well, this is as crunchy and old as you get. So this is like a pretty good game. When I've always looked at the scene of it. Yeah, I need to like adjust. I guess like just click off the game for a second. However, we can't hear you. I'm aware. Give me a second. How about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me over the music? Yeah, I guess they go over like, let's make everything really loud. Hope you're planning on getting all the endings. I'm not. I can't even promise you I'll finish it. It's like 3 chapters, right? We need to wait for the Vatican to approve. No, we need to go in now. So it's, the game is set during like the 1980s, during like the Satanic Panic, from what I think it was called. Which is like, everyone was like worried your kids were gonna play Dungeons and Dragons and worship the devil. So that's the basis of it, and you play a priest with a cross, and you fight, and well, have you seen The Exorcist? Something like that, only a bit more, add a bit of doom in there too. I don't know why I can't see this game in my OBS. Weird. Just make sure, for some reason OBS is blank for me, but it's definitely streaming to you guys, but whatever, it works. So, yeah, it's meant to like emulate the look of like old, is it TurboGrafx I'm thinking of? Or whatever it was, like old DOS games that were like, just a few colors and like simple lines. And like, Also does like really simulated voices too. But it also has rotoscope cutscenes in the game, which are all pretty nice. But you'll see more as we get into it. But right? Yeah, I guess you don't play this. You don't even use a mouse for this. Holy shit. Latin. Begin. Instruction. Options. Scan lines. Opacity. Scan lines. Effect. Aberration. Display. Fit. Fit. Okay, fit. Background. Oh, okay. I'd rather this one since the other one has too much color. Full screen, window size, controller, stick dead zone, set to default. Played Frogger when look. I never played games like this. This is before my time. Instructions, options, extras. Okay, let's just gonna begin. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Marathon mode, I guess. Prego or Pergo. Continue, new game, load 'em, new game. Sounds like me playing a good old Pokemon game on the Game Boy. This is older than Game Boy technically. Well, it's not. This is a brand new game, but it's emulating like really old shit. Flashlight mode? Lantern mode? I don't know what this means. Not yet unlocked. Okay, can't do it anyways. Confirm. I guess this. Yeah, okay. But this is what the game looks like. It's meant to like, hey, let's take everything down to its basis level. And make the person use the arrow keys to move around. Alright, can you guys hear the music as well? Because there actually is good music in the game. Oh, whoa, shh. Air doof. Almost got isekai. Seen the your Atari. I think it's like meant to be like not Atari, but like old TurboGrafx or something. I don't know what it was, but it's something like that. What is this shit? This is the game Faith. Pretty good. Have you forgotten already? This forest has a mind of its own. If you get lost, you could always try remembering where you've been. Pressing the escape key or start button is a good place to start. Ace. Can I use controller for this, by any chance? Nope, not that controller anyways. I think darked up an old copy of ET. Is that what you think this is? This game literally came out a few days ago. Well, a few weeks ago at this point. It just meant to look like this, Chad. That's what they were going for. Here. What was that? Like I said, it's from what I've seen of it, it's really good despite the looks of it. And in fact, that actually adds to it. Oh. I think that's doing the Silent Hill opening where you're supposed to die in a dream. Dej. Mortis. Or maybe no, you don't die there. I fucked up. You'd want to know the control? Well, I should probably like held my cross up at it. Back evil. I mean, that's really all the controls. Move around, hold up cross. Did I beat the DLC? Yeah. DLC, we just donezo. We just finished it, actually. So, since we finished early, we're playing this now. I prepared ahead, you see. We're gonna talk about the monster that just, like, skittered away from us. Not today, Satan. Hope you said that. No, this will not be a sin video. This is just me playing because I kind of wanted to check it out. I guess the key is out in the woods somewhere. Took the details on your house. I like a bright red house. It's always a good look. Unless you live, well, you can kind of get away with it if you live in like Norway or something, right? Back up, devil bitch. Whatever. Mr. Martin, it has taken longer than expected registering the marker on your property as a historical cemetery. Our office has had difficulty identifying who was buried there. The inscriptions on the gravestones are written in a language that we cannot identify. I've sent the gravestone rubbings to some of my peers at the University of Connecticut. I will reach out to you when I get a response from them. All the best, Daryl Henderson, State of Connecticut Historical Society. This kind of rolls. Now, this game is actually really fucking good from what I've seen of it. It actually gets legitimately creepy despite, looking, like old school's possible graphics. In fact, that's the whole point. There are objects you can bless that will you walk past. I mean, like what the wrong? I mean, I did that for a tombstone, you realize. I tried it on this one, but it didn't work. What does that thing say, by the way? Try it on the deer, and we'll have to find it again. Oh, deer. Bless the deer. Oh, come back. Cross it up. Crosses out, chat. Can't really catch the deer to bless it. This game was made by one guy too. It's one of those like one guy games, which are popping up more often. Yeah, he says like worshiping, right? Oh, the Martins' house lies about 100 yards off the Snake Meadow Hill Road. There is an almost no driveway. Trees jut out in the middle of a gravel path. It is mostly covered in grass. It was difficult to find the house, especially since it was already dark when we arrived. Father Aldred seemed to know where he was going. He simply drove straight ahead until we arrived at the house. In the headlights, I saw an old shed off on the right of the path. Father Aldred, this text is hard to read. Aldred explained that he would rather perform the exorcism away from the house, but the Martins had insisted that Amy remain inside. He complained that having the family present makes it difficult to proceed with elements of the rite that may seem harsh to the lay person. Ooh, I saw a thing. Well, we know that, you know what? I don't think it's a devil, chat. I think it's just a crackhead. I've seen the mosquito like that before. Boom. Speaking of small team games, you should search up the Ludlum Dare games on Newgrounds. And Newgrounds, that's a word I haven't heard in a while. Bob, the kids and I miss you more every day. The twins and Amy have started their next school year here at home. Amy keeps asking when she's going to be allowed to go to real school. I think she's getting cabin fever. The twins are having no problem occupying their time. Yesterday, they came in with their hands covered in blood. I guess they found a dead deer and they thought it would be a good idea to touch it. I think we might have a coyote problem because when I went out with them to look at the dead deer, it was a pretty gruesome sight. All this just a day after the twins' birthday party. Can't wait till you come home. But I am. So far, I like this game. Oh, come here, dear. I need to bless you. I'm back. Going to get back to work, grind. Good night, Ava. Good night, man. Yeah, I think I've like gone in a circle because somehow I ended up back here. How do you bless the deer? Or can you? I mean, you can't really. I guess you gotta come up from behind it. Here's our chance. Sneak. Oh. Oh. Well, we ain't blessing that anymore. It just exploded. Let's get to the house. Oh, we got another chance. I'm standing perfectly still like a predator. Okay, I don't think I can bless the deer. Did it go down to like the dead one? Oh, this was not down here before. Where'd my car go? I think someone swiped my car. Yeah, let's get to the house. Oof. Yeah, this is one of those games where a single hit and you die, by the way. Crackhead jacked in, yeah. I mean, we're in a bad section of Connecticut. Sorry, bless those rocks. What? You left a note. Father Garcia, you are hereby instructed to release Michael Davies from your care and return him to his home immediately. Mr. and Mrs. Davies have already been contacted by our office. A representative of the Church is currently en route to their home to discuss compensation in return for their discretion. You will meet our representative there and accompany him back to Rome. Popcorn? You getting popcorn? I haven't had popcorn in a while, to be honest with you. I always get stuck in my teeth, even though I like it. I just hate having to dig that shit on afterward. Where was the house again? I feel like I've been going up for a while. I should find it. I think I need to go... yeah, go over here first. You need to be blessed with Jesus. It's not safe out here. You like Cracker Jack? I always just like, cheesy popcorn. Where was the damn red house? A lot of deer in these woods, aren't there? Maybe I need to go over another spot. By the way, Chad, you better get your D's nuts jokes in as quick as you can, because I do feel that 2023 is the year they get used up. No more. Oh. Another... Why was there a spirit in the tree? Today I noticed Amy's favorite tree looks like it's dying. All the needles are falling off it. The bark is peeling. I guess I'm more upset about it than Amy is. She is totally absorbed in her volunteer work at the clinic. I guess it's good that she found something she's passionate about. I've gotten ugly looks from some of the women at the book club. Kathy and her religious friends won't even talk to me anymore. Do you not accept Jesus, dear? No, you do not. Filthy animal. A lot of deer in these woods? Well, come on. How many deer do you usually see when you go hiking in the woods? Oh, there. I get like back in my car. Secret ending unlocked. No, doesn't work that way. But yes, I'm glad you noticed I'm full of profound statements. Oh, whoa, something up there. By holding your cross up to the oncoming semi. I don't think Jesus' power is going to stop us. You'll several 18-ton you'll big rig from like smearing me all over the children. What are children doing out here? Back, children. Okay. Two little kids ran inside. Also, children, time for some converting. Well, I think in this case we're here to you'll get them depossessed. Mr. and Mrs. Martin greeted us at the front porch. Mr. Martin led us downstairs to the basement, explaining that Amy was down there and in restraints. I felt for him. There was guilt and shame in his voice. Amy was in the very back of the attic, in a chair, perfectly calm, staring at us. It is hard to describe the look on her face. It was not the kind of look a child gives you. Oh. The spirits always leave notes. Ah, that's how you view pictures off. Bless it first. Look at the side eyes on that girl. Like, God, Mom. Really, that hairstyle in this age? Is that a perm? Also, Mom, Dad, I kind of wonder, am I adopted? Because I'm like purple and you guys are gray. Something ain't right. And Dad's your co-worker, Sam, I noticed he happened to be purple too. Perfectly normal child picture. You got the recessive genes. Pumpkin? Back door? Not a... Genes in Metal Gear Solid, it's a possibility. Distinct possibility. I made a Metal Gear Solid reference. Glad someone in chat was smart enough to suss it out. Dex, I have played with you non-stop today. You don't get any more pets. Nobody's home. It's not... That is a... Considering the size of this man and the size of that bed, that is a bed for orgies. I'm calling it. You could fit like 12 people on that thing if they're all this size. Oh, there's a shadow behind me. That's going to be used later, isn't it? For one fat wife. Wow, man. Why is it going to be the wife? Maybe it's the dad who's a bit poorly. Oh, blood trail. I'm trying to like bless everything now because I'm expecting like secrets. Even the treadmill here. 2 whole weights, huh? Really pressuring yourself. Before we go in the blood door, let's go down here. orgy game and I mean, you know what? It's all about Satanism, and I hear Satanism is into orgies. Oh, it's that, you know, one of those rhythm. Oh, I can actually recognize some of these toys, even in the like pixelated form. So see 2 beds. This must have been the children's womb. But also, can you guys hear the audio of the game? And there's no music playing right now, but I mean, as long as you hear the sound effects. Bob must be stationed somewhere in the Middle East because he sent over this weird-looking doll for Amy's birthday. I'll ask Anish about it next time we have book club. It looks like she could be from over. Oh wow, they're really nailing the '80s like suburban family. Amy didn't seem excited to see the doll. I think she would rather have a phone instead. Wait, what? You don't have. This is 1980s. She can't be talking about a cell phone. So like what? You don't have a phone in your home? Or maybe seeing a baby doll makes her feel self-conscious about working at the clinic. Oh, does this Amy work in like an abortion clinic? That ain't question. Furniture needed. Well, the doll up there needed Jesus apparently. Note. I guess I was the only one who thought to check in the attic. When I got up there, I was freezing cold. I found Amy standing in the back, looking straight at me like when I first met her downstairs. We spoke briefly, although it was frustrating to talk to her or it. I experienced a bit of deception from the demon. During our conversation, she uttered my mother's first name and in other instances spoke perfect Latin. I called for help from the others, but nobody came, so I raised my crucifix and began the rite again. How old is this kid? I think it's actually not a kid. It's like an adult. But there's also 2 kids, apparently, at some point. What a spacious bathroom. Spa version, huh? I don't feel safe in my own home anymore. I hear voices outside around the house at night. I don't let the twins go out in the woods to play because I'm afraid of what's out there. The house itself feels stressed, distorted, slanted somehow. It's like I'm walking through a carnival funhouse. Amy's condition has only gotten worse. I can't stand to be around her, and I don't know why. She just doesn't seem like herself anymore. I want to take her to the doctor, but I can't leave the boys here. I find that the phone stops working throughout the day. Now I can't seem to find my car keys. Thank God Bob comes home tomorrow. Thank God, Bob, get your ass home. Family needs you. Night, Garrus. Hey, Garrus, have a good night, man. Alright, I guess we got no choice but to go into the attic, I think. Or not, because apparently I need a key. That note said there was something about a key, right? Also, did I try baptizing the plant? Yeah, maybe the basement? Bye, Mike. Everyone's going to say bye to Mike now. Like, bye, Mike. Not sure where to go. Here we go. Basement. What is this game? This is Faith. It, despite its looks, is a brand new game. It just tried. It's one of those horror games that, how horror games like to make games look older because it works for horror better. So they'll go either PS1 style sometimes or even older. This one goes all the way back to like Turbo Graphics. Or like an Exorcist tale. There's something over there, but I can't get past. How many washing machines do you need in one home, ladies? You get 4 of them down here. Okay, never mind. Those are the washing machines. Okay, use your faith powers and make holy water out of the puddle. I'm literally trying to, like, bless their laundry chat. Exactly how holy water works, what, find a puddle? I think it can be any water, right? Dear Amy, thanks for writing. It really brightened my day hearing from you. In your letter, you asked what's the weirdest thing I've seen as a missionary. Area we are working in has a lot of folks who practice Quimbamba. It's what you might call a pagan religion. It's kind of a mix of Catholic and African religions. One of the saints they worship is San Le Muerte, or Saint Death. Yesterday, we talked to a boy about 15. When we asked him if he had ever prayed, he said no, but I have prayed to San La Muerta. He told us about a time when he stayed over at his cousin's house, and ACC, an according, okay. According to him, they prayed to some figures of San La Muerta. The figure made things in the house move around. He got real quiet and scared looking after that. We told him he could pray to God and that God wouldn't make him feel scared like that. We invited him to church, but he hasn't come yet. I need to wrap this letter up and get back to work. See you in 4 months. Leighton. Not creepy at all. Not creepy at all. Then just play another game with, like, creepy mannequins. This game is from 2000. No, this game has come out in 3 chapters. Chapter 3 only released a few weeks ago. So it's only became a complete game just like last month. Yeah, and this is also the version that they released on Steam, so it's been upgraded a bit. I've also been giving thought of playing Dwarf Fortress, which is coming into Steam soon as well. Or did it already come out on Steam? Amy's parents could not endure witnessing the proceedings of the rite for long. Miss Martin was hysterical, and the thing that was inside Amy was feeding off the fear. Father Allred asked me to take the Martins upstairs. I was physically worn out but managed to get them back up the stairs into the kitchen. Amy was screaming, "Mother, mother," the whole time. Finally, I got them to sit down with me at the kitchen table. After a few minutes, we couldn't hear much of anything down in the basement, so I went down to check on things. I found Father Alfred lying on his back unconscious, with his arms spread out wide. Amy was not in the chair. Oh. Oh.
She is here.
Oof. Whoa, I got the achievement. Whoa, whoa, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll near you up. Have fun, yeah, the true horror begins now. Yeah, I like the rotoscope, like, cutscenes they have in the game. It's like the feature that caught my attention. Oh. What did you... Oh. This is the bottom one.
Mortis.
You know what? It has one of the best death screens ever. Dead.
She is here.
Gotta be faster on my, my prayers. She came out of the bathtub, right?
Please no. There is nothing.
Spin the cross. This is a holy relic, not a fidget spinner. I don't think we can get into the attic just yet. Oh. Hmm.
I can see her.
Dance with your shadow. Yeah, there was that mirror. That's what I was going to check. So I just made a circle. Need to go back downstairs. And there, you know, it's fun when I'm playing a horror game. I get a voice crack, which makes you sound like a total pussy. Like, oh, he's got voice cracks. He's really scared now. Like, oh. Oh. Okay, that was cheap. Dead. No, you got fancy Latin now. Mortis. I don't know if I need the toys for anything, but I can't do anything with them anyways. Uh oh. Oh, how did I dodge that? That was bizarre. She like went right through me, but I didn't die. She like comes right up on you this time. You hid the cross. Alright, mirror, maybe it's important now? Oh. Can we go out the back door? Nope. Maybe we gotta leave the building. Oh, fuck! Came out of nowhere. Mortis. Mortis. No, we can't do a Mortis these nuts. Chad, do you realize there's boss fights in this game? This game has boss fights. Yeah, I can't get into the attic, which is where I assume I need to go, so I gotta find the key. Wait, wasn't there like a note? Oh, come on, I saw it at the last second. It's hard to see the red on the red carpet. Standing in front of a mirror, just one looking at another, huh? I feel like there's a word missing out of your line there. I have like a menu, looks like my notes. Yeah, my notes. Let me see my notes. Have you forgotten already? This force is okay, and this is missing. So I noticed this one is missing. Martin. Okay. Martin's house lies about. Okay. Father Garcia, you're here. I instructed Miss Martin and greeted each other at the door. Then is that. Don't feel safe. She just doesn't. Okay. Something about. I'm trying to find a way to get back into the attic. One who thought to check in the attic. When I got up there, it was freezing. I found Amy standing in the back, looking straight at me. Spoke briefly, although the mother's first name. Okay, no clues there. Go to the basement again? Oh yeah, that is where I was when I got like stuck up in the bedroom, wasn't it? She's gonna come out here, and sometimes it's hard to catch her in time. Oh. It's like last second. Hey, that doll wasn't down here before. Okay. What's a better place to have a bedroom, the attic or the basement? Neither one is, you know, a good sign of social standing, I feel. And move this table. Nope. Usually it's a sign that you're like, you've become a NEET, right? But if I had to choose, I'd probably take the attic. But sometimes attics don't really have like proper AC either, do they? But neither do always basements. Maybe over here? Oh! Dick. Damn, bitch. Sorry, but come on. Damn it. Now, Chad, you get more dis D. No, see, I told you you can't make that joke. Not sure what I'm looking for in the bed, in the basement. Basements are more prone to flooding. Well, only if you live in like a flood zone. Yeah, I figured out when they group up like that, the one that flashes for a second is the real one. Basements are more prone to... Well, I'll read that again. But, yeah, but the attic is... Attic is... You know what? You get a better view. Come on, I know you're coming. You know what? A little hard to tell what you said, but it sounded to me like, where is the feet? You need to do anything? Maybe I gotta defeat her enough times, I'm not sure. Because I'm not really finding anything. Maybe I defeat her in every room she appears, and then I'm like, oh, you're good. No, you can progress to the next stage. Defeat, yes. Never Yeah, I'm allowed to make feet jokes, you realize. Nope, she keeps coming back. Okay, never mind. I did just have to defeat her enough times. Okay, I didn't need to look for anything. Which is the attic? Text-to-speech is fun, but it works to good avail because they're trying to be unsettling with it, and it works with like also the technology and the rotoscoping. Hope they gave me a checkpoint though. Molly, the church might contact you in a few days to tell you that their version of what happened to me. I want you to hear it from me first. A year ago, I was involved with the exorcism of Amy's Martin. What they said in the papers about what happened isn't true. She, my superior father, when I confronted her, she managed to cut the power to the house and her own parents with their own. I have to go back to that house. The nightmares I'm having are real. She's still there, waiting for me. I could still help her if I don't come back. Know that I love you, and I'm sorry, John. I think we're John, right? That's sacrilege. Oof. Hmm.
My God, what happened to you? Do you think my face is pretty? I have to finish what I started. She's my priest.
Got ghouls. Yeah, I think I can't. Yeah, they don't get affected by it. Oh. I want to take her face off. Oh, you gotta dodge it this time, huh?
Mortis.
Woof. Go you fast. Oh, fuck. Oh, you got speed. Speed. Gonna be a lot of mortises, I think. Oh, okay, if it's like one to the side, she'll like come from the sides. If it's one from up or below, she'll come from that direction. Boo. I'm not used to using arrow keys. I don't have the muscle memory of using arrow keys in my right hand. It's gonna take some learning. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're building muscle memory tonight. Shit. It's not going well. Hope you like hearing this game say Mortis and like laughing in my face. Okay. Oof, dodged her. Oh, fuck. Okay, that was different looking that time. See, you can't move when you had the cross up because apparently legs don't work when you're using the power of the Lord. So you gotta let out the space button to move, and that's what's keeps screwing me up. Starting to get the hang of it. There we go. Oh, well, stage 2. Shit. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Mortis.
I wasn't expecting a stage 2 boss fight. Okay, she's followed the path of the cross. Okay, what? When we skip leg day for Bible study. He's a priest, man. They don't have to work out too much. Okay, what? A little confused about the second part. Okay, I can't hurt her when she's flashing either. I gotta wait for her to stop moving. Okay, she makes a circle around her too. I hope you guys like the mortis thing. It's become the new meme. Oh. Okay, she just makes a beeline for you. Okay. What? I was moving out of the way. Ask the doctor if Mortis is right for you. Well, not so much. I think the idea is much Mortis. How do you avoid that then? Fuck, I'm confused. A little confused on that one. I'm gonna start moving beforehand. Oh, she's so fast. Okay. Oh. Oh. She went up the... Okay, I thought she would, like, stay to, like, the cross lines. I mean, the star lines. Sometimes she, like, screams and makes a beeline for you instead. Like that. I think if you... Okay, if you cross the circle that she has around her, I think that's when she makes a beeline for you. Gotta watch out for the circle she makes. Yeah, I just not noticed that. If you, like, cross into that, then she, like, comes for you and kills you. Oh, okay. That was outside of there, I felt, but it still got me. Do we need a Mortis emote? Oh. Ooh, lady. Stop your shenanigans. She's got more moves now. Oh, oh. Oh, that's new. Oh, good damage here, I think. Oh. Yeah, put that hand back. You ain't watching. Oh. Oh. What? Oh. She left. Reverse Mortis. Where'd she go? Let me check downstairs. Got a swag walk. Hey, he's fighting the in the name of the Lord. When you have the Lord on your side, you have ultimate swag. What? Kill her and a gun.
A gun with one bullet.
Only one? Shoot the mirror. Is that like one of the secret endings? The thing is, do I have to start all the way over if I get that ending? Because I don't want to like start the entire game over to get a different ending. Because I will if it just starts me back from like the last checkpoint. I'm just not seeing an answer in chat, so I'm a little apprehensive. Should go at the back or the front? Let's go hunt us down a murder victim. Well, someone possessed by the evil. I don't think this is a exorcism, though, by the way. Shooting a girl. Stole my car, then we have justification for killing her. Only got one shot, chat. I can't miss. Listen, the best way to exercise the devil is good old-fashioned bullets. Well, it will kill the vessel. They won't be possessed anymore if it's dead. Okay, she's not by the car, huh? Wait, did I just, like, flip screens? Yep, okay, you can't go any further. What if I shoot the deer? No, I only got one bullet. I ain't wasting it. This is new. Where's she at? Wish I would have found this stuff when I was out checking the woods the last time. There's probably more notes out here that I missed out on. Oh. Hunting Bambi? Maybe that's her stripper name. If it's not, then no. Well, that was anticlimactic. We just blew her brains out. Well, we mortis her, I guess. And now we go to our car. This is, keep in mind, this is just chapter 1. There's 2 more chapters to go, but we're not getting to those tonight. GG. Yeah, there's also multiple endings, but I'm not sure how you get them. Yeah, this first chapter is a bit simple. Oh, well, that's appropriate. Game over. Ending 1 of 5. Murderer. Oh, I was probably not supposed to kill her then, huh? Where does it start, man, then? Police arrest man accused of murdering missing girl. New York man in the custody after he confessed to the murder of a Sterling girl who had been missing. John Ward, I don't think this is the canon ending, by the way, of Palmyra was pulled over on Snake Meadow Hill Road last night after a state trooper reported hearing a gunshot. The officer thought it might be poachers. Officers said Ward was acting nervous and suspicious after being pulled over. When questioned, Ward reportedly said, "I've killed her." According to the police report, the officer called for backup after Ward became increasingly upset, saying repeatedly that there was a demon inside her. Ward was taken to Sterling Police Headquarters for further questioning. Ward then confessed to authorities that he had shot and killed Amy Martin, a 17-year-old girl who had been missing for 9 days after escaping from a mental institution. After a brief search, police located Amy's body in the woods near the now-abandoned Martin home. In addition to receiving a gunshot wound to the stomach, Amy showed injuries suggesting that she had been thrown out of the second-story window of the house. An officer who helped recover the body told reporters that Amy's face had been mutilated in a very brutal manner. Ward was found dressed as a priest when he was pulled over. It is suspected that he impersonated a priest to gain his victim's trust after Catholic authorities in Rome confirmed that Ward was not an ordained minister. The rest of the article is missing. Yeah, that's not the canon ending, I don't think. Oh, congratulations. Can I start from where I began, though? Guess not. But that's one ending. Chad, do you think we should play this game some more some other time if you guys liked it? We could try to get the... Next time we play, we could try to get the real ending. And then we got 2 more chapters after that. Yes, sir. Sure. Man, you pet that cat. My cat, I pet it plenty times today. She just doesn't want... She just can't stop. She's like a crack addict.
It's been 1 year since I first went inside that house.
I'm like petting her with my foot right now.
I have to finish what I started. What I am about to do has not been approved by the Vatican.
Worst cat dad. I pet her all day because she just keeps coming for more. You can only physically pet something so much before you got, I got work to do. Extras. Conjuration mode, replay intro, credit channel. I think they said we got new backgrounds. Oh, that's pretty nice. How was Faith? Well, it's only chapter 1, but I didn't get the canon ending for it, so I'll probably play it again to get that. I'm guessing I shouldn't have shot her at the end. It's probably the bad idea. Or maybe I had to do something before I got to that. We'll see. But I'll definitely play it again because I wouldn't mind playing all 3 chapters eventually. Stick dead zone. You can actually turn demons off. Oh, okay. Not until you beat the game proper, I guess. You did your best. You gotta have faith, Arthur. See, I didn't make that joke. Chad did, because I thought it was too obvious. So yeah, stream is a little, it's, what, almost 3 hours? So yeah, it's a pretty normal size stream. So I think we'll call it there, since we did play through 2 different games tonight. The flesh one, but yeah, I'll definitely, who knows, maybe we'll play this tomorrow, if you guys really like it. So I might play this again tomorrow, so we can get the true ending of it, and maybe play the other chapters, if we can get to them. Because they're a lot longer, I believe, since this game got popular after its first chapter. First chapter is kind of tiny. I just finished Ragnarok. When do you think your video will be up? I'm going to try to have it up before December 2nd, or at least on December 2nd. Because that's when, the next big game I need to cover comes out. But as for the stream tonight, chat, thank you for being here tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. I'm going to get a bit more script writing done, actually, after this is over. Now that I got some time. On your birthday? Oh, well, consider it a birthday present if I get it on that day, then. But, chat, thank you for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream of both Resident Evil 8 DLC and Faith. I might play this some more tomorrow. We'll see. Thank you. If you're new here, hit the follow button. If you want to join my Discord, type in the Discord code into chat, or you can scroll down, click on the Discord banner. Thank you for any bits, subs, or gift subs. Thank you to the mods. And thanks for everyone just hanging out and being chill. Thank you very much. I will see you all tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving as well, by the way. Hopefully for all my fellow American friends. Hope you have a good one. Like I said, I'll probably be streaming regardless, because, you know, Thanksgiving is like a morning activity, you know? But hey, I'll see you tomorrow, chat. Later, everybody. I gotta pet my cat because she won't shut up. Come here, Dex. The stream's over now.